Next part of the essay, OCR Sociology, G672, the family exam. Outline and evaluate the view, family diversity, the postmodernist view of family diversity in the contemporary UK, 33 marks. The new right would agree with postmodernists that the contemporary UK has changed a great deal, socially and politically, economically and culturally. However, they are strongly critical of postmodernists. They argue that social order is good for society, and they'd argue therefore that variations in family life, which is a key institution in the social order, are not good. The nuclear family is most beneficial for society in terms of socialising children and providing a structure to social life. Charles Murray argues there's an underclass which is dependent on benefits and welfare, experiences joblessness and poverty, and there's no traditional values and inadequate parenting and socialisation. So there's a moral decay in family life. The postmodernists are therefore ignoring this need for order, and they're guilty of moral relativism, according to the new right. In other words, they're seeing any form of difference as just simply another form of behaviour, rather than seeing it as good or bad. Whereas the new right would say that there are moral differences between family types. The nuclear family is superior because the postmodernists are ignoring how there are natural needs and drives of the sexes, males and females. Children and adults have different needs, naturally, biologically, and the nuclear family fits those needs perfectly. The postmodernists are therefore offering a harmful view which suggests other types of families are equally valid, and this underplays the costs of diversity. The functionalists, like Murdoch, would support the new right perspective and criticism of postmodernists. They'd argue the nuclear family is universal, is the dominant type, and that must suggest it's functional. Postmodernists are therefore overplaying the benefits of diversity. Parsons would support this criticism, talking about the functions of stabilisation of adult personalities and primary socialisation. You could argue that in the contemporary society, the increase in stress, anxiety and depression is partly linked to the breakdown in family life due to the changes in increase in choice. And so this suggests that the postmodernists are wrong to support choice. The Marxists would support family diversity being beneficial, support the postmodernist view, because they think that the nuclear family is exploited in a capitalist society through socialisation, etc. They'd agree that it's right to be critical of the nuclear family and it's right to support diversity. The feminists would have a mixed response. Many feminists would support the postmodernist view, choice is right to avoid patriarchy. Liberal feminists like Somerville, some argue that heterosexual relationships will not disappear. The postmodernists may exaggerate the extent of change, but there has been some progress. Postmodernist feminists like Catherine Hakim argue that there has been change, but the preferences of women are mostly to combine work and home and not to focus on career, and therefore the postmodernists are overplaying the extent to which social roles have changed. 60% of women are adaptive. If you have any questions, please email daniel_butcher@hotmail.co.uk.